Good evening. Hopefully, everybody is doing well and good health and all that. We are doing okay. Can't complain. Could complain. Can't complain. Won't complain. Because I know that there is somebody somewhere doing much worse. That's the reason why I say that. I was thinking, should I go live? But I don't know, something on my heart and mind was telling me just to say a few words for a few minutes. I'll take these glasses off because that glare is getting on my nerves. Whew. So that is the reason why I'm on here. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Something is tugging at me. Somebody needs to hear this. I don't know if it's today, if they watch it another day or whatever, but um, yeah. You know, first of all, the weather is going crazy. I know everybody's having crazy weather these days. Everybody was wishing for fall to come through, and myself included. Fall. I don't know. Y'all know we have bipolar weather, but we can have all four seasons in 5 minutes. It has been freezing and raining for the past couple days. It is cold. It's cold. I'm freezing. And I prefer cold to hot, but when it's freezing like this, it's cold. I don't want to go out. I need to go to Target. Like, need to, okay? Need to go and don't want to go because it's cold. I think I might have to go tomorrow. I've been putting it off. Whew, child. But anyway, yeah, it's been one of those days. One of those days. Hopefully, I can get through this without being interrupted and stuff. It seemed pretty quiet for the moment. But yeah, I just want to send out some positive vibes. Real talk, because I see, read, talk to people, you know, normal day-to-day life, and no judgments. Everybody has a story and nobody knows that story. I don't, even if you stand in my face telling me a story, that's your version, but I don't know the truth. I don't desire to know the truth or the whole story or whatever. That's none of my business. Um, but sometimes I see and hear, just negative. It's a lot of negative, 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 and constant. I don't like to surround myself with any negativity or anybody that is, everything I hear from them is always negative. I just, you know, whether they're, struggling in their finances or their relationship or their children getting on their nerves or, their friends or whatever, but, their home, house, whatever, car situation, it's always something negative. And I'm like, dog, man, do you have anything to be freaking grateful for? Be grateful you have a roof over your head. It doesn't matter if it looked like a cardboard box. Be grateful, because guess what? The next person out there probably don't even have that. Or if it's, you know, five of you in the cardboard box, be grateful, because the next family might not even have that. I don't understand people sometimes. I really don't. I don't try to, but I don't understand. And it's like they look for sympathy and I don't know. It's just they overreact about things, and instead of reacting, become proactive. If you know you are in a situation, first of all, you chose that situation. So why get upset, unglued, irritated in your feelings, you know, because of that situation? You chose that situation. Some things are beyond our control, ultimately, but there are certain situations just don't happen, and everything just fell apart. It just normally does not happen like that, even in devastation, tragedy situations. Okay, there is some sort of control. You can remain positive and in control, but if you a situation happens and, oh, my life, I'm just gonna fall apart, and I don't know what I'm gonna do, like, and then you looking for other people to help you. That right there, that part, I can't deal. Excuse me. That sets you up for failure right there. Why put yourself in that situation? You are choosing failure. Don't do that. Like I said, think about the next person and what they're going through. And people are selfish because they don't want to think about nobody else. They want to think about themselves, wallow in their own, you know, misery, and think it's the worst thing in the world. I cannot tell y'all how many people I've come across in situations that are like bad, bad. And they come to me because they know I'm going to give them a word, and I'm going to say, hey, guess what? Such and such and such. I'm not going to solve your problem. I'm not going to judge you for your problem because, again, I don't know your story. Even though you came to me in confidence, confidentially telling me your story, I don't know everything. And again, I'm not looking for, I don't want to know it. I don't. I don't even tell people stuff like that because, you know, people talk. But it's just how you look at things. It's a matter of how you look at things. When people come and tell me stuff, it's like, man, I was in this situation yesterday, and I felt like I can never say I feel, even if I feel bad, and this is not denial, y'all. I have been through so much. I have been through the trenches and back. That's the reason why I don't dwell on those trenches, because I've been back, and I'm like, you know what? I overcame that. There's nothing worse than that. And I'm going to tell you guys, I don't care what situation you in right now. Tomorrow is a brand new day. You can dwell on today if you want to and not worry about tomorrow, not worry about the next person. You still going to feel the same way. You are choosing to feel that way. If you want positivity, if you want to change, speak it into existence. I say this all the time. My husband and I were having a conversation last night. I did not turn on the camera, but it was one of those in-depth things, and we probably might bring some. He said he wanted to talk about something on here eventually. But it was just like, it's something he told you guys once before. I will say stuff and it's like far off, and he listens because he knows that, like I said the other day, it's a little bit of what I'm saying makes sense. Just a little bit. Okay, it makes sense. And that little bit is all you need to make anything you want manifest. You got to have that mustard seed faith if you want things to change. It's going to seem impossible. You're going to want to give up. You're going to want to quit, throw in the towel. Everybody's irritating you. Child, been there and done that. I just want to sometimes take people and just be like, let me tell y'all. Minor, but some of y'all are just flip if this happened to y'all, okay? And it's not that bad. I'm gonna just embellish it a little bit, but the TV is not working. The internet is the cable is, I don't know what this, because y'all know I don't watch TV. The phones work. There's nothing on the TV. The Wi-Fi on the TV. Okay, so everybody in the house flipped out. They don't know what to do. You know, kids, that's the end of the world for them. They have no idea what to do. It's a little quiet right now. It's been a little loud, here and there. But situations like that, to kids, I got to watch my favorite show. I got to do this. I got to do that. No, you're going to find something else to do to occupy your time. You know, find something else to do. And that's what we have to do. We have to think about something else. Because a lot of times things are beyond our control. This is not going to be reconciled until probably tomorrow. Well, yeah, tomorrow. But our life does not depend on this no TV. You know, you'll live. You will definitely live. But some people, and they get in situations, like I say, it could be their home, their children, their finances, relationship, whatever, the car, and something happened, and because it's not going your way, just fall apart. Again, you chose that. You chose that path. Because something you did in the past chose you to get back to where you were. Because, our present is really determined by our past. A lot of times, that same person you can hear, they come to me and say XYZ. I talk to them and, you know, then they come back later on and be like, you know what? Or, after that resolves, okay, everything's good. Later on, they come back and it's some of the same stuff going on. And it's like, you didn't, and I don't judge, but I'm like, okay, remember the such and such situation. What steps did you take to move yourself from that situation and keep yourself away from that situation? Okay? Because a lot of times after we move past something or we get over it, or, the things go our way, we just, honky dory and go on our merry way and just forget all about it and think, okay, I got past that. Nothing else is going to happen. Mm-hmm. Until something else happened again. It happened all the time. And like I said, I used to be like that, just would focus on negative things. And, not all the time, but just be like, I don't know, a little bit is that, what do they call it? Self pity or something. You just get low. Everybody has a low point. I'm not saying I'm higher than everybody else. Just get low and think that everything is against you. You got everything stacked against you. And it's like, you know what? I don't care, if everything is stacked against me. I have my life. And as long as I have breath, I'm going to do everything I can to climb back out that pit. Because when you fall and you stay down, that's it. You have to have that will to pick yourself back up, dust yourself off, and keep trying. That's that saying, the man fall down 7 times and get up on the eighth. Keep falling, keep getting up. Okay? You might fall 8 times, 10 times, 12 times. Guarantee you're going to do it. Get back up. Don't go running to nobody and this and that. Can't nobody help you. You're looking for validation, and that's the wrong thing. Stop looking for validation in other people. Because 9 times out of 10, they're going to judge you. And for one, whatever it is none of nobody business. But you done went and told them because you feel all in your feelings. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Um, yeah, don't do it. That's not the way to go. And I'm not saying, the people that have come to me are wrong like that. It's not that type of thing. Some people just calling people for, they just want to rant and all of that, or talking to people just to rant, not for an ear. That's, something different, completely different. I don't, again, I don't judge people like that. Um, yeah, a whole lot. Like I said, I have been in plenty of low points, and just never, nobody. The reason why I couldn't or didn't tell anybody, or look for anybody else, or look for that validation, because nobody could understand truly what I was saying, because they weren't in that situation. They could look on the outside, but they truly did not understand that. And I just said, you know what, I appreciate your understanding, and kept it moving. But I didn't turn it into anything negative. Again, it's just, how do I get past this situation? How did I get here? Because again, something in the past dictated this. Present day, I think back all the time. We do this all the time. We did this years ago, my husband and I. Financial. Financial, that's a big one. That is a big one. That's why we talked about purchasing homes, and there's a way to go about that in the right way. It's a wrong way. It's, things that you should do. It's not always what it seems. It's not an end all. Let me stop paying rent. I'm throwing my money away. I'm gonna go buy a house. I'm gonna turn this rent into mortgage. That's not gonna get you a house. You're not gonna end up staying in it. You're gonna lose it. It's gonna send you into financial ruin. That's the wrong way to think about that, because it's not gonna work. Excuse me. But we talked about um job loss. We have been through job loss, and we said, you know what? Um, we can't be doing this. We have a family. We can't. This is not, and I'm not saying anybody's immune to it, but everybody, can go through this. But that's not something that we wanted to do, and we had to say, okay, we need to come up with something that we can. Everybody has a fallback. You got to have your fallback, and your fallback should be your next step. That should be your main step. After, the fallback, hey, okay, this is just going to be how it is. And it's like, we're never going to get in this situation again. Never. This is what we're going to do. Speak it into existence. It will happen. Okay? And we never got in that situation again. This is like when you work for other people, you never know what's going to happen to your job. So, okay, I need to work for myself. That way, I can create other outlets, avenues. You branch out here, you branch out here. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And we got all kind of streams coming in, left and right. And that's what we did. Because, like I said, you can't control that. You cannot control that. Anything can happen. You putting your clothes on in the bed right there. Just slow down. Anything can happen. And we think about that today. We do a 5-year, 10-year, 5-year and 10-year plans, and it's like we have already been setting ourselves up for 10 years. We have a goal for 10 years from now. And it doesn't look anything like what's going on today, but it is, like I told you guys earlier, it's a struggle year. It's a struggle year. That's why we both working so hard, because we have a plan. That plan is going to manifest. It is going to manifest. We are watching it. We have no doubt. There's no such thing as a fail. It's going to happen because we have already spoken it and we are already working it. And so we know it's going to work. And we lived and learned, and just, from past and things that we did, we should have done differently and could have done. Okay. We didn't dwell on the negative. Oh, it didn't turn out the way we wanted it. We didn't do that. Okay. That's just not, it's not good, because again, when you dwell on the negative, you just set yourself up for a constant negative. Think positive. When you want something, work towards what you want. You have to work, okay? For anything to happen, you have to work at it. It's not just going to come because you're going to say, oh, I want this beautiful home. I want this car. I want to go on a vacation. It's not just going to happen because you speak it into existence, but it can happen. You still have to work it. You have to be willing to work it, and it can happen. And a lot of times, it can happen in some unconventional ways that you wouldn't imagine if you're just open to get rid of that negative. Oh, I hate my job. Okay, you hate your job. You set yourself up. You need to move towards finding something that you like and be sure, because a lot of times, everybody hate the job because you working for somebody else. That's like nobody wants to work for anybody else. You want to work when you want to work, and that's what's been in my head since I was like, I don't know, I don't like to go punch nobody's clocks, for real. I really don't. And it's like I'm a hustle till whenever. I that's just me. That's how I was raised. You're gonna do what you got to do to keep it coming to the table. And that's me. I don't want to be on anybody's clock. Not to say that I haven't been, but ultimately, if I want to be in the bed till 10 o'clock in the morning and not have to get up and get dressed and go drive and punch somebody's clock, then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I earned it. Yeah, y'all, I have earned it. But not to say that again, that I would not go to a traditional 9 to 5. You know, um, I do different things for different reasons. Sometimes, like I say, sometimes things will come to you in an unconventional way, but you have to be able to roll with it instead of looking at it as a negative. Okay, you have to be able to give your all. If you are a couple, you have to be able to give your all, give your best, and be real with that. Giving your all, positively. Giving your best positively instead of, won't you leave me alone? I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. Dealing with this. I'm dealing with these kids, and I can't. Sometimes, that might be all good and true. And I know as a woman, I'm not downplaying our jobs and our roles and things like that. But sometimes if you have that significant other that's telling you I need a little more, you need to listen, because sometimes you really should be doing a little more. And they're just expressing honestly what's going on and how they're feeling, and that needs to be taken into consideration, because that means something is not happening. Marriage is not 50-50. Relationships are not 50-50. I don't know who. Yeah, we heard that when we got married, and that's just been something that has stuck. It's not 50-50 at all, because sometimes somebody's not giving 50, and that's just how it is. So you have to be on your best and really, really, be on it. Again, as a woman, be willing to step up, not just sit back and say, well, I'm going to let you go and do this, and I'm going to tend to the kids, or, I work just as hard as you. I hear that a lot with the moms at home. Yeah, it is hard work to be at home with some kids and raise your kids and stuff like that. But on the real, is that what is sustaining you for the better? Is there another option? And that's what that husband is looking for. Is there another option? Could there be possible stream? Are you spending time wisely and really giving your best? And sometimes it is a little it's best to work outside the home. It is best because sometimes a lot of us do not have, a husband is not in this day of time making enough to sustain the family adequately. You know, it may be working, you just getting by, but nobody wants to just get by. Nobody. You want to be able to live without worrying. Okay. Most of us, I think they said the average something savings, you know, no, that in America people don't have money for minor emergency. $400 if something came up, $400. Most Americans will not have that. That's like what? You don't have $400, but that is a fact. It is a true fact. But if you could be that other person to make sure you have that extra money, I think, to me, that would make more sense, you know, instead of dwelling on we don't have money for this or we don't have money for that. Why don't, you know, I need, get up and go help. Get up and go help. You know, it's not the end of the world. It's not. But for you to sit and you know, dwell on, you know, I'm tired, it's this, it's that, I'm older, I'm older, you know, I'm tired, I'm whatever. But I don't, again, I don't let that bother me. I'm not one to, hey, I need this, I need that, can I have money for, no. I got to have my own. You can give me some, I can give you some, we can share, but I gotta have my own. You know, I have kids to take care of, and I don't look for my husband to take care of us. That's not something that I do. I mean, he's going to provide his, you know, what he does, but that does not mean I'm not capable. I am well capable and educated and all of that to do just as much as he does, if not more. And knowing that I'm not going to just sit and, oh, I got these little kids, I don't know what I'm gonna do, I want to do this, I want, and a lot of us sit, you know, we get caught up in that, and let that stop us. Don't. You get unhappy about your house situation or your car. I wish I had a bigger car, I wish I had a new car, a different car, whatever it is. Why don't you have that? It's because you have gotten comfortable. You haven't taken any steps to, and you probably said that before you got this one, but you got another one. So you need to go back to where you were then, figure out how you got that one, and do the same thing because it can happen. I want a new house. Okay. You got, you know, you got to get out of the store. For one, you got to get out of store. You got to work on your credit. You have to really buckle down and be diligent. You want a new house. Y'all know what I'm trying to do. Build this house. But in the back of my head, as old as I am, and I'm turning older, the real thing that I am very hesitant on, very, very hesitant on is it's big, it's beautiful, it's pretty, it's whatever. And I can't say a dream because we've been there and done that with the homes. But who gonna clean that? See, that you know, maintenance, the maintenance part. I think about the real. And I'm not saying that right there could be a negative, you know, for that situation. That could be a negative. I'm thinking about the maintenance. It has to be cleaned. Do I want to spend my time cleaning all of that? Or do I want to hire somebody out? Could that be a negative? If I selfishly say I just am going to hire somebody to clean the house, that is going to take away from what we're trying to do together. Is it worth it? And so that's what I say about really putting in that, you know, again, it's not 50-50, it's 100-100. Am I taking away from my percentage? And by doing that, I would be. Yeah, the house would be clean. Um, no, you know, it would be from my money that I earned, but that money could also be to help us as a whole. See, some of us don't think like that. We just mine, mine, mine. I'm going to do what I want. And we don't do that either. If it's mine, it's yours, it's whatever. That's just how it works. So, yeah, that's what's in my head. I really want that. And it's not, like I said, the thrill is gone. It's gone. We're comfortable. We're fine. We think about more space. But again, because y'all know it's like 10, 12 of us, up in here, but we good. And it could be a cardboard box, you know, could be, could be. But, we do what we can, and we are grateful and blessed for what we have. So that's what I want for some of you all to think about in, just day to day. Are your circumstances and situations really that bad? Are they really putting that much negativity in your life, or are you creating that negativity? Shake that negativity off. Speak positive vibes into existence. Don't let nobody bring you down. Circumstance, situation. As long as you are breathing, you should be fine. I tell my kids, as long as you breathing, somebody asks how they doing, they fine. They don't have a choice. Okay? They eat. They're dressed. Somebody say we like clothes. Yeah, we take care of ourselves. Um, yeah. That's just what we do. Take care of ourselves. And that right there is about as much as we can ask for. We have our help. I'm going to say something else about that too. Ladies, having things, obtaining things, I know things are material and things like that, but I'm going to say this to you. I'm because I'm going to share this clothing haul soon. And that's always I share with you guys clothes because hopefully, again, I'm not doing it to brag or showboat or whatever, but it is to inspire you to go and do something for yourself, change your life. Now, no judgment being passed on how I'm going to say this or what I'm going to say, but excuse me. Um, we have to take care of ourselves, and that does not mean going and every now and then, every once a year or something like that, we going to go buy some new clothes or a new dress or whatever, some new shoe. No, no, sis, no. This is something that should happen at least every season, okay? Every season. Because how you feel, how you dress is going to determine how you feel. If you never fix yourself up, if you never have new clothes and shoes and things like that, and I'm talking about good stuff, okay? You're just going to feel like it's going to bring you down. Okay? I guarantee you, if I ask y'all this, if somebody said they're going to take you on a shopping spree, because see, most people, what I'm looking at, I'm going, to the Walmart, I'm going to the this place, to the that, somewhere cheap. I'm cheap. I'm only going to spend $10. If somebody was taking you on a shopping spree, I guarantee you would not be going to the Walmart and, this is going to cost $10 and that like that. So why do that to yourself right now? Nobody's going to take you on a shopping spree but yourself. Okay? Go take yourself out. Learn how to shop for yourself and keep it up. Feel good about yourself that you have walked into whatever department store or whatever it is, one that you never been in. Go pick out something. Okay? Pick out something you wouldn't normally pick out. If you used to $10 shirt, $5 shirt, go get a $20 shirt. Something real good, okay? Build up. You have to hold on a minute, okay? I'll be done in just a minute. Next season, go get you something that costs $40. Okay? What is it? What is it? You know, what is it? What's the matter? You don't know?
You didn't let me have a book for school.
Oh, you have. Hold on.
One that's easy to read.
Okay. Hold on a minute, okay? I'll help you in just a minute. I'll be done in a
I
minute.
need something that's really easy.
Okay, just a minute and I'll help you. But yeah, level up and get yourself something. And don't speak it into existence. Don't I can't do that. I can't. Yes, you can. Because you did it before you had the kids, you had to go to work, whatnot. You took care of yourself. Okay? Keep doing that. I know a lot of time, like I said, it's a whole lot of kids around here that need a whole lot of stuff. I was cringing the other day having to go and, because I knew just one store and I was going to a couple. I was going to spend a whole lot of money. And I'm just like, but when it come to me, I'll go do it in a minute. So, and y'all know I take care of my kids very well. You see the clothing hauls, I hook them up. I don't have any problem with that. But yeah, I'm gonna take care of myself. I'm gonna equally take care of myself. I have no problem with that. So, take care of yourself. It'll fix yourself on the outside. It's gonna fix yourself on the inside.
I know.
Okay, because when you're looking good, you're gonna feel good.
Can be different.
Okay, you looking good, you feeling good, and then everything is gonna work out. A lot of time, that's all it take. That's all it take. Fix yourself up. That's all it take. Cause sometimes, when you close my door for me, you might get to seeing somebody or something, and they, seem like they're all put together, and you have on these sweatpants or whatever, and it's just like, how do they do that? Sis, trust me, they probably were in the same position. And then they said, you know what, I'm just going to fix myself up. Probably not going a place, but got up and fixed themselves up just so they can feel good. Get up and get dressed. Put on some real clothes. You know, sure, it's a time and place for, the little $10 shirt and sweatpants or whatever. Yeah, but you want to get up and fix yourself up so you can step towards that positivity. I don't know, there's nobody. I want to, I just want to see if I get some feedback or something on this. And like I said, to somebody it's going to make sense. Somebody it might not make any sense. It might not make sense right now. Maybe later on it'll make sense. But like I said, I just I'm tired of seeing, negativity, people dwelling on negativity. Um, I can't imagine. Like I said, I don't know if it's a financial thing, if it's a health thing, if it's a home situation, whatever it is, sis, you're gonna get through it. You're gonna get over it, but you have to work at it in a proactive manner, and you have to stay in that proactive manner, not just beyond getting out of that situation. Excuse me, not just to get out of it and say, okay, this is over, that season of my life. Yes, that season of your life is over, but you are going to encounter the same type of situation in the next season. And trust me, it's a test and it's hard. And like I said, you have to fight. You really do. And when they say only the strong survive, only the strong survive. Because everybody else come back with the negativity and the kids irritate me, my husband irritate me, my house irritate me, my car, my neighbor, my friend, my mama, everybody is irritating. But they living fine. It's something that's wrong with that. Y'all not finna steal my thunder. That's what I tell them. If I gotta come in here and close my door and lock it and all that kind of stuff, or go somewhere, you're not finna steal my thunder. I don't care what kind of attitude and mood you have. I can't be a part of that. Work it out. When I see that there's a different attitude, then I'll come back. Other than that, I want to have no part of it. No part of it at all. And so as far as having friends like that, I don't deal with I don't deal with negative people. I really don't. I had to let go a lot of toxic relationships, friendships, because I just am not a part of that. I just, yeah, I can't relate to that. And when you have people in your life that are negative, they're going to put that spirit and that energy on you. So that's another thing. Be mindful of the company that you keep, because sometimes your positive energy is being stolen by other people. It may look good, it may smell good, you may be the best of friends, may have good intentions, but sometimes friends can be very toxic. Very, very toxic. And you just have to let them go. Distance yourself and let them go. Okay? I have, like I said, been there, done that, put myself in situations, been in situations. Very few times I have said, okay, somebody was good and they really should be in my life and they're not in my life. Um, but most of the time, they weren't not any good. Okay, they weren't any good. You guys know you were present. You've been present since I've been online. I was, dealing with somebody toxic. And yeah, I just, was like, look, I knew it, but you have to get to that point. You have to really accept it, and you have to get to that point and say enough is enough. That's, real life, real talk. And it doesn't take that long. You can give that person chances. You can, well, maybe it's me, maybe it's whatever, but in my case, I just had so much going on. It wasn't even a situation that I even cared about anyway, so I didn't put that much thought into it. It just fizzled out like it needed to, and I just kept it moving. So yeah, but most of the time, like I said, when something has run its course, when you have um dealing with somebody that's always coming to you and the stuff is just negative, negative, negative. You don't want that type of energy around you at all. It's not good. Because again, because that's the kind of person that, most likely is somebody that you probably trust, and then you will go and try to confide in them. But what happens is that type of person that's the type that tell all your business. That's another reason why you don't want a person that's negative like that, because they come to you with all their problems. They want, and then they will go twist everything you say to make it look like you having problems, and Yeah, and then don't let your friends know your friends, because if y'all are friends, then they telling the girl, other girl, it stuff like that. That's so elementary to me. I can't. You're not gonna know my friends. If I'm friends with you, you're not gonna know my friends. I just can't. That's too much for me. I'm too old for them little games. Um, like my friend live in a whole another state. They live in another state. You got a friend? Yeah, girl, I'm your friend, but my friend live over there too. Because I don't, yeah, you know, I can't. I don't trust people like that. I really don't. I really don't. And that's just the best ways. Like I said, I don't deal with toxic people, toxic friendships like that. And again, that mess up your home life. It really does mess up your home life. So that's something I don't do. My husband know that. He, does the same thing. We constantly talk about that. And like I said, we're going to come back. I don't know when. It's just been really, really crazy. And, with this other situation going on, like I said, man, y'all probably about to see me on CNN somewhere, because I'm about to, like, yeah, I'm trying to be positive. And everything, we're good. We are, trust me, we are really being good in this situation, because anybody else probably would have been all over here telling everybody what's going on and blowing it all out of proportion. And in all honesty, this is something we need everybody need to know. But we can't do that right now. We have respect for everybody in this house, and we have some class. So we're not going to do that. But things about to change. They are about to change. We have to been patient too long, been quiet too long, been participant, and all that forever. And it's just like, okay, we've been doing, we need some, you know it's just one-sided. Yeah, it's another thing, one-sided friendships. um let's see, is there anything else positive note? I hope this little somebody can take away a little nugget of what I just said, and just hold on to it. Know that everybody's in the same situations. Nobody's immune to negativity, negative vibes. But again, when you invite those things, that's what manifests. You don't want that to manifest. You want positive things. Speak those things into existence. Um, Things that you think seem impossible are not impossible. Far fetched. I learned a long time ago, when I was little, that a lot of things that that people said, oh, you can't do this, or you shouldn't do this, or you'll never be able to do that. I everything. I just squashed it and just was like, remember when you said this? Remember when you said that? I'm so glad you said that. Situation I was in not that long ago. Everything I tried to do was like, you can't, you won't be able to. Don't. It was a lot of negativity in that, and that was the reason why I just didn't do a lot, didn't share a lot. I still don't share a lot, but you guys didn't know a lot. You really did not know a lot, and it's because of that. And I just don't like to let that, because people can pick up on things. I didn't want that negative energy over here. So, yeah. But I say again, thank you for that, because all of that, I turned into something positive, because it made me stronger. It made me a whole lot stronger. I'm going to tell you, people and situations do not make you. You are not, don't become circumstances. Don't become a victim of your situation. Never, don't. Trust me, there are people that have overcome tremendous obstacles, tremendous, and you can do the same thing. You just have to believe that in your heart, in your soul, and in your spirit. Peace.